What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Cleveland Guardians video for you guys. And I have some trade news to talk about. As earlier today, while I was streaming the Clemson and Texas game, shout out to everybody who tuned in for that, we had a trade go down. As out of nowhere, Jeff Passan dropped this on our heads, and I quote, "The Arizona Diamondbacks have acquired first baseman Josh Naylor in a trade with the Cleveland Guardians," sources tell ESPN. Yeah, I was checking Twitter, and of course I'm in a Guardians group chat, and all of a sudden that group chat just started buzzing. People talking about, no, I was like, oh no, what happened? And then sure enough, I look and boom, it happened. Josh Naylor officially got traded. Now, it's not like I wasn't expecting it, because, yeah, we were all expecting a Josh Naylor trade sooner or later. I mean, it was going to happen. He was on the last year of his deal, and the Guardians made it quite clear they were not going to pay him, so they were going to trade him. Now, one of the options was the Yankees, but of course they got Goldschmidt. And I guess the Diamondbacks stepped up because they just lost Christian Walker and they need a first baseman. So they said, hey, we'll take Josh. And as far as the return goes, yeah, nothing really crazy from Jeff Passan. Let me make the tweet bigger for y'all. There we are. So the full trade per ESPN sources from Jeff Passan. Arizona acquires first baseman Josh Naylor. Cleveland acquires right-handed pitcher Slade Cecconi and a competitive balance round B draft pick. Wow, we getting draft picks? A draft pick? No, a lot of people are like, that's it? Yeah, because he's on the last year of his contract. That's the main reason, I think. He's a rental. Yeah. And everyone knew we were going to trade him, so it's like, okay. Oh, if that wasn't enough. Shortly after the trade happened, Tom Withers, who covers Cleveland sports, tweeted this out. Guardians expected to fill Naylor's spot quickly. And right away, I saw this tweet and I was like, okay, who are some possible options? So I started to look through all the potential options in free agency, and there were some decent ones. But one name immediately stood out to me. You already know who I'm talking about, Carlos Santana. And sure enough, let me leave this tweet up. There we go. Just to show you guys how quickly this whole thing escalated. So you see, 6:13, Guardians expected to fill Naylor's spot quickly. 3 minutes later, Tom Withers, again, heads up again. It's like, uh-oh, what's going on here? And then, sure enough, and I quote, from Withers, Guardians pursuing a reunion with first baseman Carlos Santana, source says. I think we all saw this coming. We knew they were going to get an option to go along with Kyle. I thought maybe they would give Kyle the reins as the premier number one first baseman. This is cool too. You know, this is cool. Now, not even a few minutes after that tweet dropped, we got this from Jeff Passan. And I quote, first baseman Carlos Santana and the Cleveland Guardians are in agreement on a 1-year, $12 million contract pending physical, sources tell ESPN. The Guardians traded Josh Naylor, and now they bring the 38-year-old Santana back for his third stint with the organization. In fact, Andre Knott, I believe, came out and said that Santana never sold his house in Cleveland. It's like he knew. He probably figured at some point I'll be back. 3 times? Damn. And who knows? That might not be the last time either. Because even if he leaves after this upcoming season, he'll probably come back for a retirement tour with us, if I had to guess. Oh, what's really cool though, right, about Santana is how freaking good he is still, even at his old age. Look at this dude's freaking baseball savant page. It's either like amazing or mid. He's good still. I mean, look at that fielding though. I always say this dude has a freaking magnet glove. He won a freaking gold glove for Pete's sake at first base. We got our gold glove first baseman now. Still need to figure out what we're going to do at second base. We had a gold glove second baseman, but we decided to trade him for reasons. It'll probably be a guy from in-house. I doubt they sign a second baseman unless they just don't like what they got. Which, I mean, damn, that's tough if they didn't like what they got. But yeah, it's time for Juan Brito to step up because Bazzana will take over eventually whenever he gets up, but it might be a while because we know the Guardians, they don't usually like to rush their prospects. This could be an exception, but I doubt it. Now, looking at Slade Cecconi, his baseball savant page is not great. I mean, there's definitely something there to improve on. I'm sure Carl will look at this and go, "Oh yeah, I can work with it." His walk percentage is really good though. His hard hit percentage is all right, right? His extension is good, so there's a place to start. Everything else can be fixed. Yep, everything else can be fixed. No worries. Before I head out, earlier I was in that same group chat and someone shared this little clip piece from an article posted earlier, I guess. I don't know which article it's from. I just saw it in the group chat I'm in. But in this little sliver of information, apparently, as it says, and I quote, meanwhile, veteran starting pitchers Eric Fetty and Steven Matz from the Cardinals have drawn trade interest from the Tigers and Guardians, the source added. Now, I don't know how long ago this article was posted. Again, I don't even know what article it's from. I just saw this in a group chat. If they're trying to add more to the rotation, because of course Bieber won't be ready until probably June, if I had to guess. I mean, look how long it took Boyd to get going, right? They're probably going to take their time and make sure Bieber's 100% before he's on the mound for real. And even then, you don't really want to put too much on his plate coming fresh off Tommy John. So my guess is our rotation would be Bybee. Trying to think. Bybee, Williams, Lively, Ortiz, and McKenzie. Now, if you add one of these guys, who do you put in the pen? Williams? No. Lively? Possibly. McKenzie? Could happen. But not gonna lie though, of the two names mentioned, I want Fetty. That dude was a demon. Steven Matz, that would be a classic reclamation project because he was horrible last year. So him coming over here, new scenery, and giving Carl Willis a chance to fix him again, that'd be great. Get him back to his good days with the Mets. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what happens there. Of course, I don't even know. Are we still looking for an outfielder? I haven't heard anything. Last I heard was from a few weeks ago where they were talking about they were scouring the outfield market. I mean, they also could use a DH too now without Naylor. How are they going to replace the production lost from Josh Naylor? I I think one name that jumps out, if you want to go with a strict DH, is JD Martinez. I don't know if they're going to want to do that. And it's pretty clear They're okay with throwing money at people. They threw money at Shane Bieber. Look how much money they threw him. They threw 12 million at old man freaking Santana. So they're not really being cheap. They're being selective with their big ass spending, I guess. I mean, 12 million's a lot for a year, though. I mean, they gave 4 million to freaking Hedges. So they can't throw money at people if they really want to. Just need to motivate them to do it more. That's all. Have they even reinvested the money saved by Jimenez? By the Jimenez trade? Have they even reinvested from that yet? Because I'm pretty sure they just reinvested from the Naylor trade just now. Today. We'll see what else they have up their sleeves. Not expecting much more, but you never know. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. Shout out to everybody who watches these. As always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Browns and Bungles. Yay! Until then, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Guardians. And I'm out. I'm going to miss Josh Naylor. And if you're wondering why did they trade him, his contract. But also, apparently, his conditioning was a concern too. Yeah, they essentially were calling him fat without actually calling him fat. I mean, if you watched him on the field, yeah, he looked like he was getting a little big, looking like Pablo Sandoval. Not that big. Yeah, you get the idea. Yeah, he was turning like in chubby. Oh man. All right, I'm out of here. See you guys tomorrow. Go Guardians. I'm out. Bye bye.